Hello students and welcome to Term 2. I hope you had a good break and are ready to resume learning. So students, this term is going to be quite different, quite unlike any term you've had before. So the idea of what these videos are is I'm going to go through the examples that were listed on the OneNote and you're going to copy them down in your books as I do them with you, similar to what you'd normally be doing with your teacher on the board in the classroom. One advantage to this system is you'll be able to pause the video at any time if I'm going through too fast. And I'm not going to be pausing to give you time to write stuff down. I'm just going to be assuming you're pausing the video to copy things down. I also won't go into this greater detail for every single video, for every single lesson, because, well, that's just going to take too long. Anyway, so the first thing we're doing is exercise 5.4 on page 183. This exercise is asking us to solve algebraic equations. So question 1a says 2x plus 1 equals 8. So what does that mean? Well, it's saying a number is at, and we have an unknown number, 1 is added to it, and then all of that is multiplied by 2, giving us a result of 8. So I chose to expand the brackets here. 2 multiplied by x, 2 multiplied by 1 gives me 2x plus 2 equals 8. The next thing I did was I moved that positive 2 over the other side. As you can see here, I subtracted 2. Hopefully by grade 11 we're aware that 8 take away 2 gives me 6. So it's saying 2 multiplied by an unknown number is 6. I move the 2 over the other side, opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing. I went 6 divided by 2, giving me a result of x equals 3. Now, I've included over here another way to do the question. You don't have to do it this way. What I've done here is I divided by 2 immediately instead of expanding the bracket. You can do it that way if you want. Each method is equally valid. No incorrect answer there. Anyway, so moving on to question 2. If you feel I'm going too fast, feel free to pause the video, rewind the video, or whatever works for you. Anyway, moving on to question 2. Question 2 says 10 equals 4a plus 3. Now, the textbook asks us to describe what's going on here. So what is going on? Well, we have an unknown number. It is multiplied by 4, as you can see up here. 3 is then added, as you can see here, and the result is 10. Then the question asks us to solve it, figure out what a is. So I moved the 3 over first. I subtracted 3. Giving me 7 equals 4a. Then, the opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4, so a is equal to 7 over 4. We don't usually get fractions when solving algebraic equations. However, every now and again we do get them. But if you get a fraction or a decimal, double check your working, make sure it is all correct. Anyway, question 3. Question 3 looks like this. It's saying 14 equals 5, take away x, and asks us to solve for x. So I started by moving the 5 over here. Recall that this 5 is a positive 5, so the opposite of positive 5 is negative 5, which is why I subtracted 5. So it's saying 9 equals negative x, but I don't want negative x, I want positive x. So if negative x is equal to 9, well, if I divide both sides by negative 1, I get x equaling negative 9. Another way to think of it, guys, is if you have a negative x, it will equal, say, negative 1, the positive version of x will be equal to positive 1. Anyway, last question, question 5. Again, I don't expect you to be copying this down all in 3 minutes and 38 seconds. You should be pausing the video as I'm going through this. So question 5 says, substitute x equals 5 into y equals 5 takes 6x. Substitute basically means replace the letter x with the number 5. So here's our initial equation. I'm replacing the letter x with the number 5. So 6x is saying 6 times 5. So replacing the letter x with the number 5 gives me y equals 5, take away 6 times 5. 6 times 5 is equal to 30. Again, I hope by grade 11 we know that. So y is equal to negative 25. So that's the end of the examples for this part of the lesson. Now you're to move on and to do the work outlined in the OneNote, then watch the second video attached to this lesson. The work solutions to the exercise outlined in the OneNote are also available on the OneNote. Anyway, good luck, guys.